From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth. Here, Tommy Max, of course, at my bar where we talk all kinds of business, philanthropy, military, sports. It doesn't matter. Everyone has a chance to sit here and tell their story. Brought to you by our good friends at Dasher and at Farther. My co-host Major Harding is back, and our guest is Elliot Burnside from St. Nicholas Gun and Range. Let's say hello to the panel. Elliot, welcome back, sir.
Hey, good to see you again.
How are you? Great to see you.
Fabulous.
Life treating you well out there?
Treating me just about as well as I could expect. Probably better than I deserve.
I am glad to hear that, my friend. Great to have you back on the show, Major. How are you, pal?
Great.
Good to have you back as well. I know you're a big hunter.
I am.
Right? You are. Tell us about St. Nicholas Gun and Range, Elliot. How's it going? And tell us all about it.
It's going very well. And I'll just tell you one little story about Major. You know, my first great big hunting experience myself was with Major and some other friends going up to the Northwest Territories in Canada to hunt caribou.
Whoa.
I was a neophyte at that time as far as my outdoor dress was concerned. And I almost froze to death.
Did you really?
I almost froze to death.
When you go out on those expeditions, is it kind of like deep sea fishing? Like, hey, man, that's just too bad. You're going to have to suck it up and wait this trip out. You're going to get seasick out in the ocean. They're not turning around to bring you home, right?
No, listen, we had a story. We were, a short story. We were boating across to the area where we're going to hunt.
Wow.
Incredibly windy, cold, low-level gunnels on the boat, and we got wet.
Yeah.
And it's cold, and the wind is blowing.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So we finally land, and they have these bear cabins around, where people would go and stay to hunt bear. So we ripped the doors off of one of the cabins, got in, and scurried up enough wood to create a fire in the wood stove.
Wow. That's survival.
Stripped our outer gear off and dried it out over the fire.
That's right.
It was quite the experience.
Quite the experience.
It saved our life.
All right, tell us about the St. Nicholas Gun and Range. What sets you guys apart? What
St. Nicholas Gun and Range, in my opinion, is the best range in Jacksonville. You know, we have 12 indoor lanes. We shoot all pistol calibers up to 44 Magnum. Shotguns with slugs, and it's the people are. I insist that we treat everybody with great respect. Recognition, and we want them to come there to have a great time. We don't want them to come there just to exercise their weapons. We want them to come there to exercise their life. You know, and it's working. We are growing, and we have good attendance, and we have a lot of repeat shooters that come in, and so it's. I tell people I'm having the time of my life. It's fun.
That is great. That's great.
It really is.
Is this a new venture for you, relatively?
It is. I've spent most of my life in transportation and running a car dealership, and I always wanted to own a gun store.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I was looking to open one, and this particular store happened to come on the market, so I was able to put together a program where I acquired it, and just closed on the building actually last week. We had some zoning issues to deal with that were nobody's fault. They're just part of the legislation. We got those resolved and closed on the building. But it's fun. We've cleaned up the place a lot. We've done some painting and new furniture, new inventory. We've got rid of a lot of old inventory, and we're changing our hours just a little bit, but more, I think, to complement the attendance.
For hunters, you got to keep your skills honed, right? So going to a gun range is very beneficial for you, right?
Yeah, we shoot about twice a month at the gun club in St. Augustine, shoot skeet, and then go to the range and shoot our long guns at the range. They have all the downrange safety equipment installed. And some of the top-notch gun range that he runs for pistols and like you said, shotguns with slugs.
So, Elliot, someone looking for a gun range, they walk in the door, what can they expect at St. Nicholas?
They can expect a great greeting, number one. We're glad to have you. ask you if we can see if they have carrying a weapon with them. They're probably going to the range, so we ask them if they're going to the range, and sure. And if they've been before, they know where it is. And if not, then we escort them back and explain to them, introduce them to the people running the range. Okay. And we put up some new welcome signs, and we put down new flooring to make it more appealing and comfortable.
More homey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make everyone feel comfortable.
Absolutely. And we want you, when you leave, we want you to chalk up the fact that you've had a great experience. Cool. Not only with just shooting your weapon, but with interacting with the people that are there. Great. They're very knowledgeable. We can help you with your weapon. If something's wrong with it, we can help you fix it. Or if you want a new one, we'll certainly show you a new one.
Sure. Absolutely. Elliot, great to have you back on the show. Thank
Good
you
to
so
be
much.
here. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Great stuff. Hey, check out their great profiles. This conversation and, I don't know, thousands maybe of others. Everyone gets a chance to tell their story right from your lips to God's ears each and every week here on The Horse's Mouth. So until next time, just stay safe out there and be cool out there, especially when you're in a gun range. We'll see you next time right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The coach should be going to bed at night thinking about the athlete and how they're going to help that athlete improve. They shouldn't be worrying about how am I going to quantify their improvement, or am I going to have to keep up with all this information? Those things that are kind of background to the coach focusing there on the athlete. And so what Dasher does is it takes all those side things away, allowing the coach to focus then on the athlete.